Hi everyone. So in this video, I have struggling with one of the most commonly asked question that, bro, we know the answer of the question, but how should we write the paper? This is what exactly the topic is to be. The topic is to be how to write the paper. This is one of the most single topic, single doubt every student have, right? When I was in my first year of the college, first semester of the college, the these mistakes I really made in my first semester of the college, and I really declined in my CGPA because you might see the notes of my first semester. All the answers is written in not a structured way. Even though I know about the answer of the topic, but my writing presentation was not optimum. So that's why I got bare minimum marks. Right? You need to be keep in mind there are just some 8 bullet points. Right? I would say 8 checkpoints before writing any answer. This is going to be totally a standout, right? So let's suppose there are two student A and one of a student is B, right? Both of them have equal knowledge. Both of them have equal knowledge, but the one student, the presentation of the answer copy is not good, right? And second one student have presented the answer in a very smartly, right? Very beautifully and with to the point, with the up to the mark, they have present the answer. So obviously, which one will got full marks, right? Which one have chances to be optimal marks? Obviously, you would say option B will have optimal marks, right? Option B will get up to maximum marks. So what is the differences between them? And let me clarify you, writing the better answer writing is very essential. It increases 30 to 40% marks. Literally, I'm not just kidding with you. It increases 30 to 40% marks or even 20-30% marks, right? So writing the things in a good manner is very essential for everyone, no matter what you know, but it's really matter whatever you know, how are you writing the paper, right? This was actually matters. So now going to the first point, I know you have understand the what is the scenario behind the writing the paper. So before I jump, let me write the first point, right? What you need to be keep in mind. First and first, you need to be understand the question what they're actually asking. First and first, understand the question before writing. This is the totally I shit my paper because of this. Because in the paper, you know what I have to be mentioned. But you also need to be considered in mind that what the question is asking, right? First and first, read the question and highlight some of the bullet points. What they are asked from me, right? Are they asking from me the definition? Are they asking definition? Are they asking explanation? Let's suppose what the highlighted points you need to keep in mind, right? Are they asking explanation with neat diagram, explanation with neat diagram, neat diagram? Are they asking differences? Let's suppose there are the two terms and they are asking differences, so you need to understand, are they asking differences, right? So these are the important points you need to be figure out that what they're actually asking for, right? So understand them and accordingly you need to be write your paper, right? So it doesn't mean how what you know and how much you know. It really matters कि वो क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछ रहे हैं, ठीक है ना? So you have to be identify these specific bullet points that really need to be give the answer. So let's suppose asking definition, you will write here definition of, let's suppose something, definition of the tree, definition of the graph, suppose something. So you would write the definition of tree, and then you will write your answer. Then let's suppose asking for some explanation, you will write the explanation of that topic and you will write the answer. So highlight the some important points and accordingly you need to be attempt the paper, you need to be write your answer copy, right? I hope you got this point. Okay, these are the first point that you need to be consider that, because it really doesn't matter what you actually know. It really matters what they are asking, and we need to be give the answer according to the question. According to the question, important highlights. Now the second is that follow the structure, proper structure. This is single point that you need to be keep in mind, because proper structuring is really important. Because let's suppose you have highlighted some point, first and first ask a definition, explanation, need diagram, conclusion, differences. So these are the some important specific order you need to be first thing first keep in mind, right? So visually we see the structure of the any kind of the question starting with the introduction, right? Starting with the introduction, then you would write their body, then you would write their conclusion. So in any kind of the question, these three fundamental follow, yeah, these three fundamental structure is mandatory to write your copy, right? So these points are really important. You need to be follow the proper structure. So I start with the introduction. I start with the first thing first. You need to be highlight the point. Key what type of the question and what the points they are asking from me, right? So do not messy your answer copy. You do not need to be messy. First of all, right, you have make a diagram over here, then your explanation is giving over here, differences is giving over here. No, in the structure way you have to be write your copy, right? So first thing first, if they are asking definition, then write the definition. If they are asking diagrams, so make a diagram over here. If they are asking conclusion, so make the conclusion over here. So follow the structure, right? So these are the second point that actually need to be mentioned. You need to be follow, or I could say. Now I would say the third point is to be is write the answer in the points. These are the biggest mistake, not writing the answer in the points that I have made in my first semester of the college. I was just explaining the things in a paragraph. So let's suppose I have a better knowledge about the topic, better knowledge about the content, but does it make sense to catch the attention of the examiners and they would read my all the answer? Really does not make any sense, because your examiner checks hundreds of the copies and literally they do not have enough time to read your paragraph. They would just read the first line, second line, and they probably lose the attention in the middle and they would say the end points of the line, right? And they will just follow. They follow your copy. So obviously, whatever you have mentioned some important points, or maybe you have mentioned very relevant answer, very crisp answer, but this is the wrong manner you are doing, you are follow, right? You are following the wrong manner. So due to lack of time, you need to be write the answer in a points. You need to be highlight the points. Whatever is possible, you need to be highlight the point. Let's suppose introduction is over here, you have written some examples is over here written. So you could start writing with the bullet points or arrow marking. You could start with in this manner. This is actually going to be worth it, right? Writing instead of in a paragraph, write the things in a paper, in a points. Write the thing in a points. This will help you to instantly catch the attention of your examiners and feels like you have kind of knowledgeable person, and they would definitely give you optimal marks. Optimal marks. Optimal marks. Whatever question, whatever kind of number, okay, question is asking. So there will be high chances to get the optical marks instead of writing the things in a paragraph. And this was the biggest mistake that I have done in my first year of the college. Now you might see that I'm uploading my notes on the YouTube. I was explaining the videos in the video. So all the answer is not written in the paragraph. Already I have mentioned in the points, right? So obviously you have to be very clear about that, what the topic, what the heading, or we could say what the actually question you are asking. You need to be follow this, and then you have to follow the proper structure, introduction, body, conclusion, right? I would say at the last ending of the answer, you definitely need to be mention some conclusion, right? Definitely you need to be mention some conclusion, because it feels like, yeah, you have some knowledge and you have give the conclusions. Obviously you have completed your answer, right? It feels like that. Now coming to the fourth point that is essential, really matters, diagrams. In the fourth points that really matters, you need to write the diagrams. Diagrams. Let's suppose both of the student, right? Both of the student have equal knowledge, right? Equal knowledge, right? And this one student make a proper diagram, okay, made a proper diagram, and this one does not made any diagram, and they explain things in a points. They also explain things in a points, or maybe in the paragraph. But if the student B mentioned the things with a diagram, right, with the diagrams, or you could say you have to be also need to be explained with some kind of say infographics. So let's suppose classification is asked, so you could write in the hierarchical format, because let's suppose this point has total 5 classification, so they are written in the hierarchical format. This kind of the presentation is considered to be very good and high chances to get the optical marks, instead of without mention the diagram and you are just overwriting, you are just explanation. This is the bullshit, I would say. Avoid them to writing in a points. Sorry, writing the points is considered to be good, but along with some kind of the diagrams is possible. So always try to mention over here, maybe any machine diagram, any points, right, any differences, right? These kind of the things actually matters. It occupies less space but containing more information, so instantly catch the attention of your examination and they will instantly gives you full out of full marks. And this kind of the student, they have mentioned the answer very correctly, they have crisp knowledge, concise knowledge, but only written in the points but does not make any diagrams, obviously chances will be getting marks will be low. So this point is, I would say, highly recommended for every student. It really important. Write the things in a diagrams or presenting the things in the infographics. If let's suppose in a question 7 C's of communication, so write over here 7 C's communication and connect with them 7 ages, right? So 7 C's of communication, connect them which look like this. So this will be considered to be good, right? Instantly catch the attention and makes your paper more attractive. So write the things in this manner, right? Instead of only writing paragraphs, conclusion, headings, right? Even in the points, this really matters. Okay, so we already heard about that 4 points were essentially. Now I would say the 5 points would be good presentation matters. The 4 point I would say good presentation matters. So let's suppose there are the several students, right? There are several students. If someone have, if let's suppose a student A kept all the points but their answer writing and their handwriting is good, they followed the proper structure, they rated they wrote all the answer in a points, right? So good presentation really matters. So I would say good presentation basically means write with a clean handwriting. Clean handwriting is more matter than if you are just writing in a kind of the this types of the handwriting. No, write in the clean handwriting. Clean handwriting really matters. It's increase your marks up to 10%, right? So if someone have obviously immense amount of time in the paper, so spend some time to write the words sentences in a clean format, clean handwriting that would be looks more readable instead of writing in the like a back bencher की तरह, right? This would obviously get very low marks क्योंकि वो पेपर इतना गंदा हो जाता है and instantly lose the attention, right? So this point is really matters. Good presentation really matters. So if someone have presented the answer in a good, they have high chances to get the very optimal marks. Last thing I would say, attempt the question in a sequence with priority. Attempt question with priority. Attempt the question with the priority. This really matters because let's suppose there are 8 questions in us, right? One ka AB and second ka AB and C ka AB, right? So first expression really matters. I want to tell you that with considering all the points, but this one I would say should be the number one you need to be keep in mind. The question you are already know about with proper answer, right? First attempt it, right? So for example, you already know about the answer of 2 ka AB. So in the first page of your copy, attempt this question 2 ka AB. Then let's suppose and question number 4 ka AB and this one is question number 5 ka AB and you have very clear knowledge about this one, then you could answer 5 ka AB. So your first pages, second pages, up to 10 pages, 15 pages, you already have good presentation along with better way answer, so it feels like examiner ki okay, this banda is really very knowledgeable. So first expression is really matters. So whenever in your semester exams, right, generally in RGB we generally see there are asked 8 questions and you need to attempt the only 5. So pick the one number and attempt both of them that already you know about the answer, right? So you have to be pick the 4 and you need to be mentioned first. So first expression really matters. Attempt questions with priority. So whatever questions the answer you know, you need to be mentioned over here in the first pages, then second pages, then third pages, and you have to be complete the answer. Let's suppose you know about the 4 ka A but doesn't know about the 4 ka B, so you really made a mistake. You have to be mention both answer very correctly, right? So attempt the question in the sequence, and first thing first you need to be keep in mind all the with the priority. So the question you already know about that, mention the first in your first pages. So these are all the bullet points that is very crucial points that I would say if you are kept in mind and writing your answer copy with in this manner, there will be high chances you will get the very optimal marks. You will get very optimal marks, right? These are increase your marks up to 30 to 40%, 30 to 40% chances to increase your marks. So in this video, I have talked about something very important points. Even if you are some of the student who really backbenchers but very smartly prepared your answer, right? It feels like you are doesn't any know, but better way presentation feels like you have the knowledge, right? And examiner will definitely check your copy and gives you full marks. But yeah, the last thing I would say, obviously, if you are someone who doesn't know any knowledge about the question, obviously you will be chances to be fail or maybe close to the getting pass, right? So if you are someone student who really are studying, working hard, so please answer the please mention your answer in this manner. Will high chances to get to optimal mark. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next one. Bye bye.